Hey, 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 we're live. We weren't going to do a live. I actually had something else planned, but as luck would have it, it's cancelled. And so we're here with you guys.
So we are a little late. Apologies as well. But better late than never. Well, like I said, we weren't going to do the live. So Kelly's thing has now been cancelled. So we are here live. So apologies for anybody. We Kelly only literally found out about 10-20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So we thought, hey.
Yeah, I just thought, you know what? Then let's do the live.
So we will do the live. So how have you guys been? Have you had a good week thus far? It's only Tuesday, of course, but did you have a good weekend? What did you get up to?
I wasn't expecting to do the live, so I didn't bring anything.
No, we were well. Now I will do this in about 10 minutes.
Oh.
So this is, I showed this last live, but this is this is from the United States. This is Black Forest Cake M&Ms. So I do want to try these on the live because these are ones as well. You can't get them in the UK as far as I'm aware, but you got them from the United States. So I will try those on the live just to see what they're like. And you'll do a live taste test as we normally do. I've got my nice little leather chair here.
Do you know what? I'm like, I won't lie to you. It's quite chilly outside.
It is very cold outside.
I've been so busy at work today. I didn't have 5 minutes to breathe. And I had to go to a couple of meetings and stuff like that. And on the way in, though, I've got to say, so I also went out at lunchtime. But
cold.
Well,
funny enough, I normally work when I work from home in the conservatory. It was far too cold to work in the conservatory today. Far too cold.
Yesterday it snowed.
But I was in the office.
Yeah. But I mean, in general, yesterday it snowed, which I'm not wholly surprised about. But I suppose I would have been more surprised if it settled. I think because it didn't settle, which is. Don't get me wrong, I do like the snow. I like that it's white everywhere and it's lovely and it looks picturesque and blah, blah, blah. And I love it. I love going out in it and all. The only thing that I don't like, and this is the only thing, is when it turns to ice. Or slush.
Sincott said, hello, Sincott. How are you? Good evening. This is a bonus as you thought you might not be able to do a live tonight. We are well. So yeah, we start off with a big apology. So we did say we wouldn't be able to because we didn't think so, but Kelly's event got cancelled last minute.
Yeah.
So we thought, should we do a live? Yeah, why not? Yeah. So we thought anybody that subscribed will get the link to show that we have gone
notification,
live.
Yeah.
But it was so last minute, we didn't even have a time to put up a notification to say actually what we're going live. So lovely to see you. I hope you're well. How are things? How are you getting through those Quality Street you bought from Christmas? Are they still there? A few gone, or there's a lot gone?
I was actually talking to Richard earlier on, and he was saying he's still got his.
Well, we've still got ours.
We've still got ours. Not many in this one. There's more in the upstairs.
That's unusual for us because normally they'd be gone by now, but we still have quite a few. I think I was all Quality Streeted out.
Well, it's just funny how you ate the others but left the coffee.
I did eat the coffee ones, but
but there's loads of the coffee ones.
To be honest, no. To be honest with you, I've just stopped eating them. I just stopped eating all of them.
You thought you'd just eat the pennies and the purple ones.
No. And as you can see, quite a few have gone. If I open this, which is our tin, you'll remember the little tin. Look, there's hardly any left.
Right, but there's no purple ones or toffee ones, but loads of the coffee ones.
You go, about a quarter left. Well, we've got way less than a quarter because look how we've been.
We do have some upstairs. I didn't eat all of upstairs ones.
See, Saint Cott's not greedy like us. He's a man that's focused and he's disciplined and he doesn't eat.
But Saint Cott, let us know. Would you have eaten more if, when the first time you went, you had gotten the ones that you wanted? Because don't forget, you have to go back.
Oh yes, of course, yes, because you didn't get to get the green triangle.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I think Saint Cott's very disciplined. I think he would just have it now and again. But I know you like your sweet treats. We did actually, while thinking about it, we did sample some of the new Haagen-Dazs ranges. So there's a new one, which I'll go and get and show you guys in a bit. There's a new Haagen-Dazs one, which is a macaron.
Yeah, the strawberry macaron, which is really good.
No, strawberry and raspberry macaron.
Oh, is it strawberry,
Strawberry
and
and
raspberry?
raspberry. So strawberry and raspberry macaron. You know the little macarons you get.
Or maybe it's just raspberry macaron.
No, it's strawberry and raspberry.
Okay.
I will prove it. So strawberry and raspberry, definitely recommendation from us. It's a lovely fresh raspberry stroke strawberry taste. Very, very nice. So that's from Haagen-Dazs. I'll show you the thing in a bit.
And the Lotus Biscoff.
Oh, that was lovely
That's
too.
new. That's quite nice, actually.
So I will get that in a second. Obviously, it's in the freezer, so I'll have to go and get that and show you. But that is really, really good. Those two were definitely recommendations from us. We will show that in just a second.
And also, they also did a special one, but it's been in the freezer for ages, which was a few months ago. They did a pineapple and coconut one.
That's pina colada, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
But is it as? But this one's got alcohol in it.
Yeah.
The other one, the one in the United States, doesn't.
Yes.
There's a pineapple and coconut one in the US, and it does not have alcohol in it. So depending on how you feel about the booze in your ice cream,
yeah,
one does, one doesn't.
But the thing is, I feel like because they did so years and years and years ago, back in the 90s, I believe, they did two flavors came out at the same time. One was Bailey's and the other one was coconut and pineapple, right? So it didn't have any alcohol, and those were the two flavors they got. Bailey stayed. In fact, I don't even know if you can get Bailey's anymore, but Bailey stayed for years afterwards. But pineapple and coconut never stayed. And I always was sad that the pineapple and coconut never
No,
stayed.
that's true. This is a long time they did pineapple and coconut. This is back when we went to Vegas. They first did the.
No. In Vegas they have it all year round.
Oh, do they?
Yeah. In America they have it all year round. And when you went to the Haagen-Dazs in Leicester Square, they also had it. Right.
Which is gone, by the way.
Which is gone, by the way. Which again is a real great shame. But I digress. So they I want to come on. So I use the word digress. I want to come on to that because I was having a conversation earlier on today about words. But anyway, so so back in the 90s, and then it disappeared. It never came back. And this is the first time this year that they actually did pineapple and coconut. Now I don't remember coconut pieces in the pineapple and coconut back in the 90s or at the one in Vegas. I only remember the flavor of coconut, not actually coconut pieces.
I don't know. I don't remember. I've only ever tried it the once, and that was in Vegas.
Right.
St. Cott said, now, I probably would have eaten more if I had the green triangle. So this is going back to the Quality Street. I finally managed to get an air fryer today. They have been sold out here recently.
Oh, wow. Oh.
Which one did you get? Did you get the Ninja or did you get a different one?
Yeah.
We'll have to give you some little hints and tips that we've learned from ours. I don't know if yours will be the same as our one, but our one, you've got to try. You recommend the pork. If you're not a meat eater, definitely try sweet corn on the cob in it. It's amazing.
Cob, yeah.
And also, I did a tuna melt sandwich in it, toasted sandwich. Now, I read somewhere that only if you like mayonnaise, of course.
Yeah.
But what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to butter both sides of the bread. And the idea is that crisps up in the air fryer.
Right.
So you do your layer of bread, then you'll put your sandwich filling in. So for me, it was tuna and cheese. And then you put another layer of bread. But obviously, the layer of bread is buttered on both sides. And the idea is then you put that in the air fryer, 6 minutes. And then what that will do is it really crisps up the thing. Now, someone said, don't do butter, use mayonnaise.
Right.
And I did it, and it is better. It's much, much, much easier to spread than butter. Because in this weather, the butter's hard even outside the fridge.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
But using the mayo that I used, it was so easy to spread it. So I did that as well. The only other thing is what I have been doing is I've been putting stuff on baking sheets.
Yes.
So it doesn't get, the air fryer doesn't get too mucky. You can't do that with the toasted sandwich. Okay?
Yeah. Because
I did do it and the underside just wasn't cooked. So you've got to make sure you just put it straight on the air fryer because it's got holes in the bottom, of the little tray it sits on. That helps the heat get underneath and really crisp up that bread. Give that a go. 6 minutes.
But
200 degrees air fry.
But There is so basically they've got these like little grills that actually fit into the air fryer, and I'm wondering if you still put the paper underneath but use the grills so the air can still travel underneath the grills and then still save with not dirtying the air fryer.
Well, the only way you could do it is perforate if you put baking powder sheet on there and then perforate where the holes are in the actual tray. So basically, just put your
No, because the air travels underneath the grill, right? But if you had a higher grill and put paper underneath,
well, because that's the problem. It can't permeate.
No, but it does. It would still travel underneath. It would travel underneath the actual grill
and get blocked by the.
No, it wouldn't.
Yes, it would. That's what happened with me.
We haven't got grills, so how can you? Oh, you mean but that's because you didn't put it on grills. That's why it didn't permeate.
Can you get grills?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So on the Ninja website, they're actually selling the grills there, which are just these sort of like little what do you call them? Stand stick, whatever. So like a normal grill. So you have the big, and then the grill sits on top like this. So you have two here, you have two here. The grill sits on top. Therefore, if you put your bread on the top there, but put the paper underneath, the air can still permeate, because even if you took the bottom grill off and then put your paper on, the air would still be able to.
So St. Cot has got a Ninja dual drawer. I love a tuna melt. Have you tried the silicone inserts? Well, funny you should say that. My brother did buy me.
We've not tried it yet, but yeah.
No, we haven't tried it yet, but we have. I'll go and get it, actually. There's a few. So I'll get the ice cream. I'll get the silicone insert. We haven't tried it yet. Would you recommend it? Is it any good? Right, let me go grab it.
Could you grab my black bag? Because there is a book in there that I want to show St. Cot, which is, so there is a lady called Poppy O'Toole, I think her name is. But I don't know. She's got a cookbook called Poppy Cooks or something like that. I've been looking at her. I'm just off camera for a bit. Hold on. I've been looking at her book because she popped up on my TikTok, and this is the book.
All right, and this, while you're doing that, this is the silicone tray we bought. So this is the one. This is actually, I think my brother got it from the UK, so it is actually a silicone tray.
Yeah. And
that goes inside that exact right side to put in the drawer.
Mm-hmm. Now this is Poppy Cooks, and in this book is where she did the Brussels sprouts that you tried on Christmas Day.
They didn't work, by the way, but I needed to redo that bit.
The thing was, you just put it straight in without so there are, obviously you need to season it and all of that type of stuff, but and we didn't have a look at what degrees and stuff like that you need, but it does work. I promise you, it does work. It's just that we hadn't put the care and time that you should put into it when you grill something. Just like the first time when we did corn on the cob, again, we just bunged it in without actually, do you know what I mean, marinating it, putting seasoning on it and stuff like that, and it would be the exact same. Well, that's the way I would do it. So I would, if I was doing the Brussels sprouts, I would put salt and pepper, probably a little bit of oil, shake it all up in a bowl, then chuck it in, then air fryer. But I think you just chucked it in, right?
I just chucked it in.
Yeah,
I just did it. I didn't hard boil them. I just basically put them straight in. So Scott said, have been researching, and there are varying reviews on the inserts. I don't know what this one's going to be like. My lovely brother bought this for me. We haven't tried it yet. There's no holes in it, like you can see, but it is the exact same size to fit into a drawer. So there's that one. We'll try it and let you know what we think.
Yeah, for sure. There is. So if you let me show you something.
Well, what are you doing before you do that? Let me do these, because these are going to freeze. So these are the Haagen-Dazs we would recommend. That is a Pierre Hermé. And this, as you can see, is macaron, but it's strawberry and raspberry, as you can see. That's a new one there. And this is another one I recommend. So this is the caramel biscuit and cream. That is a Lotus Biscoff one. This is really good. So definitely recommend this. M&S, as you know, we did this review a few days ago. Well, a few weeks ago. They did a speculoos, which is basically the same thing, because these are speculoos biscuits. This one, though, is less rich. So depending on how you like things, less rich than the M&S one, but very, very good. So there you go. That's our recommendation too. The macaron and the Biscoff, the caramel Biscoff biscuits. Right, I'm gonna put those back because they need to be in the freezer.
Yeah, they do. They take now, like before. I remember when we used to get Haagen-Dazs, it used to take so long for them just to melt, so you could actually get a spoonful out. But now, they're actually fine. I'm just looking for the accessories on the Ninja website. So there are these accessories that are really, really good that I wanted to show you.
And then, sorry guys, I know some of them have been waiting as well. I will review the M&M's Black Forest flavored candy things. And I say candy because they are American, this one.
It's like candy.
It certainly will be. Or shall I try that now?
Yeah, you can open them up.
Well, I'm going to review it now, guys. So as I said before, if you just joined, it's M&M's Black Forest cake flavour. These are not available in the UK as far as I know. St. Cott said there are so many air fryer books. We'll take a look at the Poppy Cooked one. They're absolutely right. When I went into WH Smith, this is just before Christmas, I think they always put in their book line all the books that are obviously the top 100 sellers for WH Smith. And the top 4 or 5, so from 1 to 4, 1 to 5, whatever it was, were all air fryer books. All of them air fry books. So that just shows how popular they are.
Yeah, I feel like it's tricky to find one that you like.
Yeah, just a few. They're quite large, actually. Right. So for anybody that's into the dietary requirements and stuff like that, they are made from real chocolate. But does contain a bioengineered food ingredient, whatever that's going to be. So you don't want to eat them?
Okay.
Mmm.
Can't really taste anything though.
It's a very subtle cherry flavour, chocolate cherry flavour. It's pleasant.
Because I had the white one, because I assume the white one represents the cream. And the red one...
They all taste the same to me.
Represents... No, they have to represent different flavours.
Maybe it's because I shoved a lot in my gut.
Yeah.
But even that...
I mean, what colours are there? So there's pink, red...
Pink, red and white.
Pink, red and white. So I'm assuming one represents the cake, one represents the cherry, and one represents the cream.
I've eaten all of them individually. They all taste the same.
Let me try a pink one. And a white one. Give me another white one. Okay. So I'm going to try them individually.
They're just the same. As I said.
Right. So the white one has a really subtle cream. Really, really, really subtle.
Where are you getting this from? They all taste the same.
They don't all taste the same.
I'm having the white one right now.
This is... Our taste buds are very, very different. Yours is probably dulled with all that coffee you drink.
Let me try a big one. It tastes the same.
Again, this is a slightly different taste, but I can't tell what it is. But it's only subtle and it's different to the white one. Maybe cherry. Could be cherry. So then this would leave the red one to be the chocolate one, I reckon.
They do taste better, actually, if you have several at once. All right, I'm going to try your experiment. I'm going to try the pink, the red, and the white all in one go.
The thing is, I can't get a strong taste of anything.
It tastes like cherry. Chocolate cherry.
No, they don't taste like chocolate cherry. For sure, they do not taste like chocolate cherry.
Amy, hello! She said Mark's face in the thumbnail looks so funny. I was going, ooh! How are you, Amy? You okay? Nice to see you. So that is right. Now, come on, let's review this. So this is the Black Forest cake M&M's. What would you give it out of 10? In the context of other M&M's. Oh God, Amy's got a chocolate cherry, almost like a sick emoji.
Now, these are going to be scored quite low for me because
Really?
they don't taste of what they're supposed to taste of, and compared to original M&Ms, let's say, if you want to compare it to M&Ms, first of all, they don't even touch peanut M&Ms for sure.
No, there's no peanut in them.
No, but I'm saying you're saying comparing it to other M&Ms,
Yeah.
right? So the only other M&Ms is chocolate and peanut. If I'm going to compare it to original,
compare them to just all chocolate plain M&Ms.
Okay, so plain chocolate M&Ms. The plain chocolate M&Ms are better.
So, I totally disagree.
So you prefer those over the plain chocolate M&Ms?
100%.
Okay. You heard it here first. For me, if I was buying Black Forest Gatto or Black Forest cake, as they call it, I want to taste Black Forest cake. These don't taste like of anything. They don't even taste like plain chocolate M&Ms.
They are gimmicky, says Amy. So yeah, I mean basically, so in the United States, when we've gone, we've always noticed this as well. In England, you always get the boring plain flavors. You always get the boring plain flavors. You're going to get chocolate, peanut, and that's it, nothing else. In America, they are much more adventurous, and you get all these different unique flavors, which don't come over here, which is really annoying. So I always like to try these when we go to the States because you actually get a variety. Now, you may have seen in our live that we did several months ago, my brother sent over varieties of Kit Kat, and they had but they have biscuit flavor, they have mint flavor, they have all these kind of flavors which you just don't get in England. You get the boring Kit Kat, but you know, and they never do it. And I've noticed that when we go to again the States, when we look in the ice cream aisle, for example, you've got rows and rows and rows of different flavors. But again, in England, I go into Sainsbury's and chocolate, strawberry, vanilla, chocolate, strawberry. There's all the dull, boring flavors as well. Even the Haagen-Dazs ones as well, all the vanilla. Who buys Haagen-Dazs vanilla? You're going to spend all that money on Haagen-Dazs, £5 for a thing, and you go vanilla.
A lot of people like vanilla. I feel like you're right. I feel with the States and with Japan, China and Japan, they always have really interesting flavors where you can try different things. There was a girl that I used to work with, and every time she went to Hong Kong, or when one of the other girls went to Japan, they would always bring back all these different flavored Kit Kats. I've got to be honest, some of the flavored Kit Kats don't taste like the flavor that they say, but then others do. But my favorite Kit Kat will always be mint. Mint chocolate Kit Kat. Okay, so let me show you the grills.
Hang on, let me finish the review.
Sorry.
We're still doing a review.
Sorry.
So, Amy, I think, so I know what you're saying, but I don't think it's the gimmick. So in the United States, this is quite common. You would have, I have to water now because I'm M&M'd out. You would have these quite normally. You would have different flavors. So it seems more gimmicky in the UK, and you are right. If it came in the UK, it would be more gimmicky. But in the United States, you do get such a much wider variety. And I do agree with Kelly. Also in Asia, they do all these nice flavors. You can get matcha Kit Kat and things like that, which you again just never appears in the UK. I don't know why these things don't go in the UK, whether they think British people aren't adventurous and just stick to what they like.
I think it'll be down to the ingredients.
I'm not so sure.
Yeah, I think that's totally
exactly, says Amy. US are adventurous, and I do agree with that. They
do. They are for sure. For sure.
Even, I mean, if you take your argument about flavors, but you can get natural flavors to put in there. So I wouldn't buy the fact that I do think it's just they just don't, either British consumers aren't that adventurous and go, oh no, it's all right, I'll stick to my normal boring chocolate, or it could be the fact, like you say, that is it just that they don't think British consumers would go for it?
I think that things have been trialed here, and I don't think the public consumers are, like you say, they're not. I mean, they are adventurous, don't get me wrong.
But if you look at Chris, for example, right? If you go look at Chris, British crisp, there's so many varieties, so it's much more adventurous for crisp. But chocolate, no.
No, but again, we would stick to the regular flavors, which would be prawn cocktail, bacon, cheese and onion, salt and vinegar, and ready salted or plain.
But there's loads more flavors than that.
I'm not saying that there aren't loads more flavors. I'm saying those are the staples.
No, I get it, but then why is it the case then you've got loads of variety of crisp but not lots of variety of chocolate flavors?
No, you don't have loads of variety of crisps. You have different brands like Doritos that have different flavors and stuff like that.
So I'll throw that out to you guys. Why do you think it is that there, or am I wrong? Are there loads of variety of chocolate and I just haven't seen it? But for me, when I've gone out and seen chocolate, it's basically very different varieties of just milk chocolate. So you different companies, so Dairy Milk, Tony's, Milka, all of these.
Yeah.
But they're all lots of plain milk chocolate. Now, don't get me wrong, there are different flavors. You will get fruit and nut and what had you. But it appears to be that. But with crisps, I do notice loads of different flavors.
Yeah, I mean.
St. Cop said, I prefer the peanut M&Ms. I've got to say, I do love that combo of peanut and chocolate. But Amy's gone, no, not peanuts. So, do you guys like that? Is there anything that you like with chocolates? Now, one of my favorites is to have, I do love nuts with chocolate, but I also like raisins in chocolate. But I know that's not for
fruit and nut.
Fruit and nut.
Yeah, I'm not a fruit and nut lover, and I don't like a lot of nuts in chocolate anyway. I don't mind them, but nuts is more, or my family love nuts. My family love nuts and they love coconut. So those are the two things like my family love. If you go, not to everyone's house, but pretty much to anyone's house, they'll have nuts. They like it, as a snack, it's just sitting there on the table and stuff like that. But I will, like, if I'm going to bake a cake that contains nuts, I'll have nuts in the house. Or if I have an intention, but I don't eat nuts regularly. There's some nuts in the cupboard. You'll eat nuts more. But I do like, if it's around, I do like honey cashew nuts. And they normally come out at Christmas. I didn't get any this year, but they're so expensive, and it kills me when I buy it. Mark's he wants
I'm not having any more. So anyway, I feel a bit bad as well, because I did say to we did say that we would probably review this for Zachary. So if Sam's on, sorry Sam, we will, hopefully you'll get it on catch up and you'll see. But that was for Zachary as well, so I hope he likes that review. Listen. But yeah, that chocolate, and does anybody like chocolate and something combo? Now, in the United States, we did find a lot of chocolate and peanut butter combos. So Reese Pieces and different things. I really like that combo of the two. But rather than the nuts, like St. Cop was saying, it will be the peanut butter. And I noticed when I went to TK Maxx the other day, they now sell peanut butter powder, which I'd never seen before. Chocolate filled with caramel. So the caramel chocolate combo. Now that is a classic.
I feel St. Cot and I have very similar tastes.
Yes. Now St. Cot, if that's the case, when Kelly and I do reviews for future food reviews and future videos, you'll probably find yourself going with Kelly's.
I think Richard leans more towards your taste.
Yeah, I think he does. Yeah.
And and I'm very much, I like things like, things like Black Forest Gatto. I like chocolate orange. I like chocolate mint. Mark got me this the other day. I'm thinking, I'm going to have to chow down on this. It looks so good. I like peanut M&Ms. I like...
Sorry, just in case anyone hasn't seen. So Cherries, who do the chocolate orange, have done this, which is a chocolate orange, but it's mint flavour. So there's no orange in it. They substitute the orange for mint. It is new, as you can see from the little logo at the top there. We did try it, or Kelly did try it on one of the lives.
Earlier this year, actually.
You did? No, last year.
Was it last year?
Yeah, we're 2024, remember?
Oh, yeah.
So,
it always throws me.
Yeah, exactly. So you could try that. Now, as I say, I am not a chocolate mint fan. It's not strong mint, which is not too bad. But for me, mint and chocolate just tastes like toothpaste and chocolate. But not my thing. But if you like mint chocolate, that is for you.
Yeah, I love mint chocolate. But I wanted to so I just
right, we're back to air frying. Yeah, we're done.
So St. Cot, I just wanted to show you this.
Oh, I did give you my grade, so I'm going to give that a 7 out of 10. There you go.
Oh, that high? Oh no! Oh no! It would be 5, and that's generous because I would give it a 4. It doesn't taste, or the problem is, if you were going to make it taste of chocolate, I want to taste chocolate.
It does taste of chocolate.
But they are saying,
Sam, we were just talking about you.
We were just talking about you, Sam.
How are you? You okay? I'll tell you what we were talking about in a second.
But because it's meant to taste of Black Forest Gatto and it doesn't, I would give it a 4.
It tastes of chocolate cherry. So Sam, I don't know if you just joined us or if you saw what we just did. Hi Charlie, how are you?
Charlie.
You okay?
Hope you're well.
We just did the M&Ms. So we did this as a little ode to Zachary because I know he likes M&Ms. So this, we thought that it tastes like a very mild chocolate cherry. Doesn't taste like Black Forest Gatto cake or Black Forest cake as they say it, but it was chocolate cherry. I gave it a 7 out of 10.
If you didn't know that was supposed to taste of cherry or like Black Forest Gatto, no way on earth would you think that tasted of cherry. No way at all. It's only because it says Black Forest Gatto and you're trying to put a flavour to it. If you tasted that blindfolded, it doesn't taste of cherry whatsoever. It doesn't. It's only in my mind because I know it's Black Forest. It's meant to taste like Black Forest Gatto. So I'm trying to get the taste or where I can see it. The white one does taste subtly of cream, but only because I'm thinking about it. Again, the pink one subtly tastes of cherry because I'm thinking about it. And the red one tastes of chocolate subtly because I'm thinking about it. But in no way, shape or form, if you were blindfolded and tried those chocolates, you would not get a cherry taste whatsoever.
300 followers, you did it!
Wow!
You were on 299. I was wondering if you get that 300. Well done.
Well done.
Sam said, didn't think you were on tonight, so very happy to see you.
Yes. So I was supposed to do something tonight and it got cancelled at the last minute. So I said to Mark, do you know what? Let's do the live. Let's do the live.
Yes, it got cancelled last minute. So we weren't going to do the live. You were right. So we just thought, because casing got cancelled, we thought, yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it.
Literally when I walked through the door when I got home from work.
Now,
literally.
You will never, ever guess what Sam has just said.
Go on.
She has said, I just had a gin and tonic after it that doesn't taste of gin and tonic.
Go and get it. Where is it? Where is it?
Kelly was given the gin and tonic after eights as a present. So I will go and get them because you've just mentioned it. We were going to do it on a later live, but as we've got it,
it's upstairs in the little bag by the drawers.
I'm late. I'm late for a very important date.
I'm late for a very important date.
Alison, you've been okay though. Good to see you. So we dedicate that M&M's review to Zachary because he likes his M&M's.
Well, do you know what? We were slightly late as well, so don't worry too much.
Well, are we late though if we said we're not going to do? Are you before? I don't know.
Who knows? Right. Okay, so I just wanted to talk about, St. Cot, we were talking about the air fryer. So I just want to show you these grill racks. So let me blow it up. Oh. Okay. Here we go. So these are the grill racks. So if you wanted to use those, so if you took the grill that's at the bottom of your air fryer right now, and if you took those out, you could put those in, or I don't know if you can balance them on top of the said grills, but realistically, if you wanted to use those and then put some type of baking parchment at the bottom, just to save obviously all the drips and everything else, you could totally do that. And the air would still circulate and still permeate the bottom. So if you wanted to do a grilled cheese or anything like that, you could pop it on top of those grill racks, put parchment paper at the bottom, put the grill racks on top of the parchment paper, and then and then have your grilled cheese or whatever, and the air would still circulate and would still permeate, and you would still get a crispy toasted sandwich. For me, it's too crispy, but Mark really enjoyed it. He didn't mind that it was too crispy, but for me, it was too crispy. Nice, but I don't want. Do you know what would have been better if the crusts had been cut off? Yes, if the crusts had been cut off, I think I would have enjoyed the toasted sandwich more, for sure. Yeah. So you would have to cut the crust, but that's just my own personal choice.
Right, Sam said, wait. Keegan, hello, how are you?
Hey, Keegan.
Keegan said, hi, Mark and Kelly, it's Cole. How are you doing? I went to a carvery, the King Chamber, and my reindeer to see my Christmas tree. You still got your Christmas tree up?
That's a carvery. Nice.
Well, how was the carvery? What did you do? What did you do? And how's your reindeer, by the way?
I went to a carvery this weekend, and it was, and they had lamb. I was so happy. So I had pork, gammon, lamb, beef.
As you do. What did you have? And you've got 33 subs, which is really good.
Wow.
Sam said, I will tell a little monkey. He will be very happy. He's just gone to snuggle up with mummy and daddy. Oh, bless him. Well, that was for him. Charlie said, I went to Three Kings Chamber Carvery Pub. Yes, I thought you might do because your brother was there as well. Did you both enjoy? Did you have your fill of a carvery dinner? Keegan said, hi Sam, it's Keegan. Are you all right? Thanks for your advice. We will take a look at them.
Yeah, take a look. And because they're on the Ninja website as well, you know that obviously is properly made for the air fryer. Because I know you said you were worried about like finding a good product, but because it's on that website, you know that the product's going to be good. If you want, I can show you a couple of recipes in this book. Let me know. And then you can see whether it's worth buying, because sometimes you could buy something and you don't know if it's good. But mind you, there's still bookshops around. Luckily, there are still bookshops around, so you can actually go in the bookshop and actually look.
There's always Amazon.
No, but you can't look.
No, you can't. You can't actually
look.
Keegan said, oh, it was good. I had turkey and gammon. Oh, you went for the turkey, you see? You're still on the Christmas theme. Sam said hello to both of you, by the way, Keegan and to Charlie. Right now, this is in relation to what Sam was saying. So this, if I can get the thing to focus, is the new After 8 gin and tonic. Now, what it does do is I looked in the ingredients. There's no alcohol in it, but it does say it has juniper flavors in there. So gin, as you know, is from a juniper bush. There you go. So it's the After 8 gin and tonic. So it's gin and tonic and mint.
Now I have to warn you, I don't like gin and tonic. Loads of it's a real in thing. Like loads of people love gin and tonic, even when.
Do you want to open it or should I open it?
No, go ahead. So I had to do this thing at work, and we had to choose some drinks, and somebody said gin and tonic. My mum used to drink gin and tonics all the time, but I've never gotten the taste of it. I've never gotten the use of it, used to it. But I just wanted to show you quickly. Honey soy salmon, and they also do these prawn toast, which look absolutely amazing. And I wanted to show you the. You go ahead. I'm just looking for the.
So we're kind of doing a review and a book thing at the same time.
Yeah.
So what it does say here, going back to the gin and tonic After 8s, is it says look, smell, and taste before you waste. I don't know what that means.
Oh, so look at it, smell it, and taste it before you say you don't like it.
It's gin o'clock After 8s. That's what it's saying. So let me remove. Right, so it's got the usual, as you can see.
Say it again.
I can just smell the mint. There's a tiny
a tiny whiff of something else.
Yeah, but I'm not sure. Right, go on then, show your thing and then we'll eat.
These are the Brussels sprouts. So we didn't put bacon and chestnuts in. I mean, I think you did partway through possibly. But yeah, if you are looking for like something like this is quite good. So,
right.
Yeah. Anyway.
So, Charlie said,
oh, what's happened there?
You just don't put anything on the screen.
I didn't put anything on the screen.
How many videos have you created? I've done over 1,200 videos.
Wow.
My word, Charlie. We've probably done about 700 odd, or less than that.
Yeah, so it's probably I think we've done probably about 750.
But yeah, but we don't do as many videos as yourself, so that is very impressive.
Yeah, that is very impressive, because the thing is, we tend to do So we do a few videos in between, but we do dedicate ourselves to the live. So
well, yeah. So what I was going to say was
739 videos.
What I was going to say was that we do apologise because we have been a bit slack over the Christmas period. We've been very busy doing bits and bobs as well, so we haven't filmed anything yet. But we will be back at it this weekend, trying to get some videos back out there. So we do have a few. Well, I've got a couple. I think I've got to put up, but we need to get back filming again so we can then get some videos out for you guys.
We've got a few exciting things coming up, so we can't wait to show you what those exciting things are.
So Keegan asked, I've got 33 subs. You said that now. You said, what does it smell like? Oh, you're in back to school on the 8th, I see.
Oh, wow.
Now, you've probably never had gin and tonic, Keegan. So this, I'm trying to, how would you describe it? It's almost like a minty.
Do you know what it is? Because the mint is quite strong in it.
It's got a very strong mint smell. That's how I would put it. All right, let's try this. So this is the gin and tonic after it. Now, Sam says they do not taste like G&T.
I think that can only be a good thing for me.
Right, here we go.
Okay. They taste of mint with something else.
Yeah. I agree with Sam that I can't taste the gin and tonic. I can't remember the taste of gin. Oh, I can't place it. My mind's trying to think gin because I'm being told to say gin because it says it on there.
But it doesn't taste.
It doesn't taste of gin. Definitely not. Actually, I prefer that to regular mint because I don't like mint. It masks the taste of the mint somehow.
I prefer the mint one.
Go on, what would you give that out of 10? After 8 gin tonic, I'm going to give that a 5.
I would give it between a 4 and a 5. Yeah.
And the only reason I'm giving it such a low score is I don't like mint chocolate, but I prefer that. After 8s, I would give a 4. They are less sickly than after 8, and I do whatever the flavour is quite. Do you know what it tastes like? It tastes like fresh mint. That's the thing. Whatever the additional flavour is to the mint gives it a fresher flavour.
It doesn't. The problem. This is the problem I have. I don't like gin.
Many of them.
I don't like gin. Yeah, I do have many problems. I don't like gin and tonic. But what gives it the low score for me is that it doesn't taste like gin and tonic.
No, it doesn't.
Don't tell me this is what it's going to taste like, and it don't taste like that. But again, I would have given it a low score because I don't like gin and tonic. So it couldn't have won regardless, if that makes sense. So it would be unfair. But it doesn't taste of gin and tonic.
It doesn't taste the tonic. I can't taste the tonic water in there.
I can't taste the gin in there.
Keegan said school is going good. 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 So I know you were back this week, so I'm glad it's going well. It can be a bit of a baptism, not baptism of fire, but a bit of a.
He's not going to understand
cold turkey because you've got to go back straight after a relaxing 2 weeks off. But I'm glad you enjoyed. Well, where are we? Sam said, I used to drink a lot of tonic water because of the, is it quinine content?
Oh, quinine, yeah.
Yeah, quinine content. It's a treatment for malaria, which both my grandpa and uncle had in the World Wars. It's supposed to help spasms, which I get in my legs. Oh, really? Wow. Tonic water does that?
Never knew that.
I have heard of Indian tonic water, so there's a difference between tonic water and Indian tonic water. But I didn't know that. That's interesting.
Yeah, never knew that.
Right. Keegan asked, what do they taste like? So the best way I describe it is like a very fresh mint taste.
It doesn't taste. It doesn't taste like. I mean, it tastes similar, but for me, not as good as After 8s because I really like After 8s.
Have you had After 8s before, Keegan? They're like minty chocolate.
Yeah.
Sam said gin and tonic can be a bit medicinal, but I like with lots of fresh lemons though.
Ah.
Well, one of the things I did watch, so there's a very famous cocktail bar in London called Duke's Bar. Now, if you go on YouTube, you'll see loads of videos on Duke's Bar. But Duke's Bar is quite out of the way. Now, it's very expensive. I've heard rumours it's £14 a drink, so it's quite pricey. But they're famous for their martinis. And what they do is they will take a slice of Sicilian lemon peel, twist that in so you get the lemon oil on top of your drink, and then they put that in there as well. So I don't know if you ever try it with, when you say lemons, do you have the lemon juice or do you try that lemon rind and then twist it to get that oil into your drink?
And it would have to be Sicilian lemon anyway.
Can you buy them in the shops, says Keegan? Yes, you can. They are, from what I can see, and I hope they are limited edition, but I think they are alcohol free. I didn't see anywhere it says it tastes alcohol. They have to say if it tastes alcohol.
Yeah.
So I think you should be all right. But yeah, I don't know if you like After Eights, but they're mint chocolate. Now, talking of mint chocolate, we're doing a special for you guys today because we're now even doing, as Madam's already opened, which is the...
I've been waiting to have 5 minutes.
The Terry's chocolate mints. Right, so this is like the Terry's chocolate orange, but there's no orange in it. It's just mint. Right, let's try this one.
Okay, I'm going to try this one. Did you want to try one?
Oh, go on then.
I'm not forcing you. You don't have to have one.
I should really if we're just going to try. I don't.
Do you want half of mine?
Yes, please.
Okay. All right. So here it is.
Here we are.
That's what it looks like.
And it's weird because it's mint, but it's in the shape of the orange. All right. Sam says, you know I'm crazy history buff. I love food history too in so many ways. The food has shaped our world right back to the discovery of fire and farming. This is very true. Right.
I like it.
You're right. It's totally different from the After Eight.
Totally different.
I prefer.
Totally different.
That's a lot. The mint,
it's creamier.
It's a lot creamier. Just the mint is a lot stronger. I get the kick of it.
It's creamier. It's It's just a better type of chocolate than.
Now, I'm going to say this now because I'm not a mint fan. I'm not the best person to judge this.
Yeah.
So don't take my judgment because it'd be like me. Take the food you hate the most. Say you hated salmon. And like it would be like somebody saying to you, right, judge between what's best between fried salmon and salmon en croûte. You hate both. So for me, I'm not the best judge. I prefer the After Eight only because it's not strong minty. But that's
first of all, there are loads of foods you would hate more than that.
No, it's just an example. I'm just saying I don't like either. I'm not. To me, that just feels like I've just got a lump of toothpaste in one and chocolate in another and mix them together.
Not to me.
Oh, bye, Keegan. You're going to see your reindeer. Feed that reindeer. Make sure he's safe. Have a good week, and I'll see you Friday. Sam just said the same. Terry's chocolate mint is so good, and it's so creamy. Charlie said, I started the YouTube channel and joined on the 11th of March, 2023. So you're quite new.
Wow.
But you've got over 1,000 videos in less than a year. That is so impressive.
That's mad.
That's really impressive. We've got 700 plus, but we've done it for years.
We've been doing it since 2017.
Sam said, I never chew Terry's. I let it melt in my mouth. It's the best way.
Do you know what? If they were smaller segments, I could do the same, but I don't think I could fit that. Melt.
The idea is you don't put the whole thing in your mouth. Just do half of it. Charlie said, "Who's tried the new? Who's tried the new ice creams at McDonald's?" Now we haven't. What are the new ice creams? Yeah, that'll teach you. That will teach you. Sam said,
"Went down the wrong hole."
Well, that will teach you. Way too cold for ice cream. But you know what? Funny you should say that, but I do really like ice cream in the cold weather. I don't know why. And funny enough, I do. This might sound totally weird. I crave it more in the winter than I do in the summer. My only theory to that is because you want fatty food to keep you warm. But I have noticed I crave ice cream more in the winter. I don't know. That seems really weird, but I do crave it a lot more in the winter. So, Charlie, what are the new ice creams? I haven't got my phone or my tablet to hand. Otherwise, I Google.
I never really crave, in general, I never really crave it in the summertime or the winter. I'll have it because it's nice. But I never really think, oh, do you know what? I want a really nice ice cream or something like that. I think sometimes I like the nostalgia. So if I have like a little ice cream cup, you know, the cones, but in the sort of, and then I feel that, and then I quite like that, and I quite like the crunch of the cone. Askies, if anybody remembers Askies. So I like that type of thing, but I never really crave it. I suppose if we're in a hot country and we sort of like going to stay somewhere. Why are you doing that, babe?
No, I just didn't see what you're doing.
So when we are in, let's say, Vegas, Vegas or Lanzarote more, I think, because I don't tend to have it in Florida really.
No. I think I don't know why. I don't know why I crave it more ice cream more in the cold weather. I just do. Is anybody else the same? Do you crave it more ice cream? Well, those who like ice cream in cold weather or hot weather. I know people like to get an ice cream when it's hot, but I do really like it. So we've got a few comments in the thing. Keegan's back. Just fed your reindeer. What do you feed your reindeer? Do you give them candy cane or do you give them reindeer food? I
just want to say, you know what I do love? I like toffee crumble. You know, like the lollies. So I like things like toffee crumble, or if there is like a pina colada flavored one, or a fab. I love a fab. I think I'm more towards that. So like I will have like the Magnum Mint, or I love a feast. So those rather than ice creams, I rather those, if that makes sense.
Yeah. The new ice cream at McDonald's is so good, says Keegan. What is it? What are the flavors, guys? So Keegan and Charlie, let me know what flavors there are. I think Charlie refers to it later down. So let me get to his comment. Sam said, my storage heater went pop, so I'm freezing. Oh no, Sam.
I won't lie to you, Sam. I'm cold. I'm sitting here. My hands are freezing.
I have just put the heating on. But so, Sam, get yourself a blanket, get yourself some hot water bottles. Get those hot water bottles under the blanket. That will warm you up in no time. You definitely need to have some hot water bottles.
Next year, ask for a heated blanket, like a heated throw. They're so nice. And you can just like be under there and it'll be all nice and heated. Yeah, it'd be nice.
Charlie says, does a dairy milk chocolate or dairy milk caramel at McDonald's? So they've had that before though, haven't they? I'm sure I've seen the dairy milk chocolate and the dairy milk caramel.
Yeah.
Which one did you prefer? Now, do you know what? I've got to say, McDonald's ice cream isn't too bad for the price. I think it's very good value for money. You get it in a little pot, and it's always that little cardboard pot. Your brother loves them.
I am not a lover of the McFlurries, but years ago, they used to do the pineapple with the caramel ice cream. That was so delicious. I used to eat that all. Oh, it's so nice. And me and my brother, we were heartbroken when they stopped doing that. I was just like, why? It's apple pie with caramel and ice cream. What's not to love? Oh, so good.
Sam said we made Christmas pudding ice cream one Christmas and apple pie ice cream. Two were very tasty. Right, Sam, are you willing to tell us how you made that? Did you make it? Did you crumble in actual Christmas pudding into an ice cream mix? No, so when I say an ice cream mix, obviously you made your own with, I don't know, I'm assuming with condensed milk and what have you. Or did you just add the spices in to make it taste like it? And with the apple pie, please let us know how you did it, because that sounds amazing.
Or do you have an ice cream maker?
Sam said, how much does it cost Santa to park his sleigh and reindeer? I think this is a joke. So how much does it cost Santa to park his car and his sleigh and reindeer? This is going to be a joke. Is it a joke about gold? You know, when they said there's so many carrots in a gold. So I'm going to say 9 carats of gold.
I don't know.
Nothing. It's on his house. It's free. All right. So Keegan feeds his reindeer with a combo of carrot cake and normal carrots.
What?
So carrot cake and normal carrot.
Your reindeer is very, very lucky.
Yeah, I was going to say, so it gets carrots and then, so does it have the carrot first as a main and then the carrot cake for dessert? That's horrible, Sam says. Well, I think he's referring to the ice cream. He doesn't sound like he's too impressed. You don't like Christmas pudding, Keegan. It's not your thing. You must like apple pie, though.
I'm not a lover, or I'm not a lover of Christmas pudding.
Oh wow! So Sam said, yeah, we made the ice cream, then added the Christmas pudding with the ice cream maker. So with the when you made it as well, did you just do the same? Did you just add actual apple pie to the ice cream as well? That sounds amazing.
Apple pie sounds delicious.
So to actually just because I think you can make a so I did read somewhere you can make a really easy base ice cream. So it literally is just condensed milk.
Yeah.
And I think you add, is it milk or sugar as well? As you add the two combos to it, and that's just a base ice cream. It's a very simple ice cream. You don't need to churn it. You can freeze it, but then you can add anything you want into it to actually that's obviously to give it the flavor. But most ice creams you need an ice cream maker because you have to continue to churn it. But the condensed milk and milk combo, I don't have the recipe, but if you look at that online, if you type into YouTube ice cream, non ice cream maker ice cream. So anyway, non-churn, I think they call it non-churn ice cream.
Yeah.
It will just tell you how you can make it as a base.
But I think with in Florida they have Harry Potter at one of the Universal Studios. Well, they have two. One is Hogsmeade and the other one is Diagon Alley. And in Diagon Alley, yes, in Diagon Alley, because I'm thinking, is it Hogsmeade or is it Diagon Alley? Oh, the Harry Potter fans are going to kill me. There is Florine Fortescue. It's Diagon Alley. Yes, so Diagon Alley is Florine Fortescue, and in Florine Fortescue, you can actually get apple crumble ice cream.
So Florine Fortescue, just for anyone who hasn't been to Florida Universal Studios, is an ice cream parlor. Basically, that's the name of the ice cream parlor.
You don't have to go to Florida. If you're a Harry Potter fan, you'll know because it's in the books, and it's an ice cream. So Harry leaves the Dursleys early, and he spends his whole summer in Diagon Alley, and he does all of his homework and stuff like that in Florine Fortescue's ice cream parlor, and he loved it. And yeah, they have all of these flavors. They have like what's the one? What's the drink? I forget the drink. It'll come to me. You talk. It'll come to me.
Well, Kelly's thinking of that. So going back to all right, Keegan said so. First of all, he feeds the carrots, then the carrot cake. But he's going away tonight. Oh, you're putting them away till next year. Oh, of course. I know the Christmas decks go away. You'll see from ours. Look, is all bare now. I've taken them down. But funny enough, I did a good job on the wall. Because when I took the decks down, so many bits of paint, so annoying, flaked off. So I've had to basically, over the weekend, I had to plaster parts of it and then resand it, repaint. So hopefully you can't see any of the bits.
Butterbeer flavour. There you go.
Sam said, yes. So to make the ice cream, the apple pie, use the crust from the apple pies and it went crunchy and yummy. Oh, that sounds amazing. To have pieces of the pie in there. Yeah. That sounds delicious.
Well, you get pieces of the macaron in the other one as well. It's nice.
Keegan said, that sounds very tasty, Sam. It does. It does indeed. Keegan's absolutely right. Right. Charlie asked, Mark and Kelly, whereabouts are you from in London?
Oh, we are southeast. We're south.
So we're not near any monuments, I'm afraid, because we're not that rich. You've got to be very rich to live in central London. So we're not that, but we're all.
I used to live near central London. I grew up near central London. I actually grew up in Battersea and Vauxhall. So I was very near London, but I've always been south. You get me, south.
So yeah, so we are southeast London. Charlie said, so the Lakeside McDonald's in Scunthorpe will be closing on the 3rd of January for refurbishment.
Oh, wow.
Well, that's gone. So they must be refurbishing it now. Are you looking forward to it reopening? Sam said, I must have a Harry Potter marathon again soon.
Do you know? You see, the thing is, right? I was excited for the films. Now, I'm going to say something very controversial. I don't think, and this is just my personal opinion, that they did the correct casting. I feel like they were in such a hurry to make the films that I don't think that they cast everyone correctly. Draco Malfoy in the very beginning, in 1 and 2, perfect. I love Tom Felton. I think in 1 and 2 he was brilliant. And I also Ron Weasley, Rupert Grint. Yeah, brilliant, excellent. Those two were excellent, excellent casting. Richard Harris, bless him. Great casting. Unfortunately, you know,
He passed away,
he
yeah.
passed away. But him playing Dumbledore, perfect. To the book. He played Dumbledore to the book. And Rupert Grint. But as far, I mean, I loved what's her name? McGonagall, Dame, I forget her name now.
Zoe Wanamaker?
No. She plays the Scottish
Maggie
Smith. Yeah, Dame Maggie Smith. Brilliant. Yep, she was really good as McGonagall. And I even think though the casting for Fantastic Beasts, I think, has been really good. The casting for that has been amazing. I don't know if I would feel differently if J.K. Rowling had brought it out in book form, but I really do love the Fantastic Beasts films. I love Eddie Redmayne. I think he's brilliant. What you call it? I don't know the guy's name. Who is in love with Queenie? Is that her name?
Yeah, Queenie.
Yeah,
so
Queenie,
I can't remember the actor's name. Well, did you know that actual fact, because Warner Brothers is an American studio, it was the director, who's also American, stopped them because they wanted to cast American children to play. So it was very close to actual fact. They would all have been, the children would have been all American. It was only because the director came and said, no, this is a British story set in Britain. You're going to have British kids.
Yeah.
But he wanted to have American children playing the part. And it was unusual for an American director to say that, because the Warner Brothers said, no, let's just cast American kids and put them in, because they wanted to appeal to American audience.
Yeah, are you talking about the Harry Potter
films? Yeah,
the films.
Well, what else do you think I was talking about?
No, I thought you were talking about Fantastic Beasts.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking, oh, what children? There was a couple of children. I actually heard different, which was J.K. Rowling. Everybody was going to be a British cast. That was it. Because she still owned the rights, and even when they were doing the American books, they said to her, "Oh, we want to put a mom, M-O-M."
Oh, Dan Fogler was the guy you're talking about.
I tell you, the casting is really, really good. Down to even Johnny Depp. Now, when they changed it to Mads Mikkelsen, when they changed it, I think Mads Mikkelsen's a brilliant actor, but he made me scared in Fantastic Beasts. I didn't feel safe with him. Johnny Depp, great character actor, loved him, and I felt safe. Mads Mikkelsen's too good. I'm not saying Johnny Depp's not too good, but Johnny Depp is great. I feel that's it. Character acting is his forte. Same as Eddie Redmayne. I think when he does character acting, there's different types of acting, but when people do character acting, it's very different. It's a whole other skill. And so to have them do that type of thing was really, really good. And I even think Jude Law playing a young Dumbledore was really good. And if you listen, so this is how good Jude Law is as well. So when you listen to Michael Gambon, who took over from Richard Harris playing Dumbledore, he has a slight twang. Is he Irish? Gambon? Is that his heritage?
Harris is Irish. Gambon's British, I think.
No, but he has an accent or something. I don't know what it is, but he has a slight accent. And I want to say it's a slight Irish, or maybe somewhere around the UK somewhere. But if you listen to Jude Law, he's done the same thing. So it's only slight, and you can hear it with every other word. But he has taken on the slight accent that Gambon has. And I just thought, what a detail to pick up on, and what a detail. But again, what's his name? Ezra. I forget his name. The one who played the Flash, but he's playing the son of Dumbledore's brother. Brilliant actor. I don't know about his personal life, because his personal life is very questionable, by the way, which is not good. But him as an actor, it blows my mind that the acting for Fantastic Beasts is superb. I've got to say, they took their time and they cast correctly. Harry Potter, they were in a rush, and they didn't cast, and this is just my own humble opinion, they didn't cast it correctly. But if you grew up watching Harry Potter, you will love Harry Potter regardless. And so it doesn't matter what I think with regard to casting, you're gonna love, because it's a nostalgic thing, and but I heard that they're doing a series on it. So they are going to be doing a series on Harry Potter.
I thought they were remaking the films. I don't know. I did hear they were remaking the films.
I heard it was a series. HBO, I think, were making it. But while Mark's talking,
we shall see that now. Let me read out. Actually, let me read out the comments because there's quite a few. So Keegan said, "I make sure that he will have. This is the reindeer. Will have lots of carrots and carrot cake for him." Well, that's good.
That's good.
Now you don't eat any of the carrot cake, do you? You make sure it's all for the reindeer. Sam said, "How far are you from Wimbledon?" My dad lived in Wimbledon Park for years. So because we're east. Southeast. Wimbledon is southwest, so we're probably about an hour away. There's a
couple of transportations.
You can get the train, you can get the tram, you can get the buses, but we're about an hour away from Wimbledon. So if you imagine that's London, we're down here, Wimbledon's over here. Like Wimbledon though, I always say to a friend of mine, if you want posh, go to Wimbledon. If you want to go even more posh, Wimbledon Village. Which is very nice. Wimbledon Village is near where the tennis is.
I have to admit, Wimbledon was posh back in the day. So in the 90s and pre-90s and maybe the early 2000s and stuff like that, Wimbledon was posh. I go there now. I don't think it's posh. I don't think it's as exclusive and stuff like that as it used to be, because it was proper. There was nothing there before. Now it's like there's so much stuff there, so much.
Lots of shops, lots of nice restaurants.
Yeah, it's like a mini London down there.
You can see it's posh because it's got an ivy. Right, let me read the comments.
Yeah.
So Keegan said, how much is it to cost to live in London? Now that really depends whereabouts in London you are. Central London is phenomenally expensive, so that's really, unless you're lucky enough to get a place there to live, it's predominantly, not all, there are always little pockets of places you can rent.
Was that Keegan that was asking? Keegan, is it your dream one day to move down to London? Is that what you want to do? Is that
we can see you in London one day. Where is the maker of Harry Potter in London? That's a good question. So the Harry Potter studios, which you can go to, which has got the whole studio tour. If you look in our back catalogue of videos, we do 3 parts to it because it was so big.
Yeah.
The Harry Potter studios, where they have all the film memorabilia.
Warner Brothers Studios.
Warner Brothers Studios is in Watford. That's in North London. So that's quite North London. Is
it North? I thought.
Yes.
I don't know why I thought it was
geography. West. It's North London. Where are we? Richard Harris was so good. I watched Gladiator last night. The other person who's really good, I thought, in Gladiator was Oliver Reed. I thought he was excellent. You should see the Colosseum.
He also plays in what's the one that Mel Gibson plays? Is it Braveheart? No.
Yeah.
Is it
Braveheart's in Mel Gibson?
Braveheart. And Richard Harris in that is chilling. He's chilling.
He's not in Braveheart.
Richard Harris?
He's not in Braveheart.
Hold on a second. What's the one with Mel Gibson where he plays the Scottish?
Braveheart.
I don't think it's called Braveheart. I think it's called something
else.
Else.
Well, Kelly's...
Anyway, he plays the king.
That's not Richard Harris.
Who is it then?
Well, go Google it. It's not Richard Harris.
I'm Googling it.
He was brilliant. He's not in it.
I'm going to Google it.
Mads Mikkelsen is amazing. Have you seen Valhalla Rising? I haven't. Is it any good? It has had really, really good reviews, Valhalla Rising. Would you recommend it? Well, I've not seen it, but would like to. You also said as well, which I found interesting, I didn't realize that Dan Fogler was actually in The Rising Dead. I've only seen the first season of Rising Dead. I really need to get back to it and rewatch it. I kind of lost track on it a little bit. My dad lived on Dora Road. It's still posh. It is. Was your dad posh? Because Wimbledon is quite posh. I've got to say, it is quite posh. When did you move to London? So Kelly has always been in London.
Yeah.
She grew up in London. Keegan. I moved to London in 1994, so a long time ago. I originally came from not too far from Sam. I was in the West Country in Wiltshire, so I then moved over to London in 1994 to study. Are you near Paddington? Asked St. Cop. No, so Paddington is northwest. And again, Paddington's quite a nice area. That's quite central. So we're southeast. So Paddington, when you're thinking of Paddington, which is again famous for Paddington Bear. If you ever go to Paddington Station, there is a big shop there dedicated to Paddington Bear. But Paddington is northeast. Northeast London. So that's again sort of west. Northwest London. Beg your pardon. Northwest London. So it's sort of the west.
Oh,
west.
You know what? Because they look so similar.
There you go. You see,
it's Patrick McGowan or McGowan. Yeah, they look so similar.
I thought Richard House was absolutely brilliant in Braveheart. I agree. He was absolutely outstanding.
Richard McGowan. But yeah, but they look so similar. Because I was like, what are you talking about?
I must admit, I thought Keanu Reeves was fantastic in Braveheart as well. I thought he's absolutely brilliant.
He doesn't look like Mel Gibson though.
He was absolutely brilliant.
Who does Keanu Reeves look like that? He don't look like that.
No, exactly. I thought Dolly Parton was fantastic in Braveheart.
I've got a whole bag of shush for you.
She was absolutely excellent. I thought she's fantastic when she did the 9 to 5 version.
I'm so sure. What are you talking about?
I was born in Chessington, said Sam. I was going, no, not the zoo. So I always think of Chessington Zoo, but yeah.
I think of Chessington World of Adventures.
Oh, Keegan wants to move to London.
I thought so because you were asking a lot of questions. I mean, it's doable when you're older.
Yeah.
It is doable.
There is a lot to do here. That's one of the reasons we do like living in London. There is a lot to do. What made you want to move to London? Charlie said, Harry Potter, how far away from that cricket in London? So when you say that cricket, so we are, so Watford's quite a long way from us, actually. It's quite a way because we're right at the south and Watford's right at the top of London. When you say cricket, are you meaning from Lord's cricket ground? So Lord's cricket ground or the Oval? The Oval is near.
Well, the Oval is it's Kennington. It borders Kennington and Vauxhall. So I lived right. I lived a 5-minute walk from the Oval. I grew up around that area. But yeah, if you're talking about the Oval, it's borders Vauxhall and Kennington. So it overlooks Kennington Park, but it's on the cusp of being in Vauxhall.
Sam said, I had a huge crush on Oliver Reed. Did you? Do you know what? Actually, if you look up pictures of Oliver Reed when he was younger, he was a very good looking guy. And what was interesting about Oliver Reed is he was one of the original Hellraisers. He loved pubs, British pubs. So much so that he turned down many roles in Hollywood just to stay at home and drink in a pub. That's what he was like. Because his agent would say, look, Oliver, I've got you these really good roles. You can't keep turning them down. No, I want to stay in the pub. I think he got very friendly with Keith Moon, the drummer from The Who. And they were both Hellraisers. Sam said, my dad was Glaswegian, born in the slums of Gorbals, but he earned a lot of money in the press. He managed... he managed the Sunday Times newspaper. Wow. I was going to say how he got to Wimbledon. I was going to say, that's amazing. What a story.
Yeah. You know, the more I find out about the viewer's history and stuff like that, it's just like some like what?
Keegan says, some of my family live in London. They do not live far from Wembley Stadium. But Wembley Stadium's in Brent. So again, that's northeast. Northwest. I keep getting my geography wrong. Northwest. So Wembley Stadium is northwest, which is Brent. If you go to Wembley, I don't know if you've been to Wembley, they've really done that area up. It's very, very plush now. They've got loads of new offices around there.
See, Mark's more knowledgeable on north and I'm more knowledgeable on south. So we're the opposite. So we both are knowledgeable, but in different areas.
Keegan said, I want to move because I like a city more than a town. So you sound like you like to have lots of things to do. Which is nothing wrong in that.
No, I think, do you know what it is? I feel like, so if nobody, Keegan's quite young. And so I think when you grow up watching certain things. So for Keegan, I assume maybe he watches a lot of London things or programs that are based in London or whatever. And when I was growing up, I watched a lot of programs that were based in the States, so mainly New York. And so when I was growing up, I always, I wanted to be a cheerleader or majorette or something exciting that would allow me to go that route. And, I always it was a dream, and it was a bucket list dream. And then when the first time I went, which was in 97, I was just like, do you know what? I'm in the States and all of this, but equally, I was also very aware that not everywhere is safe in the States. Pretty much like the UK, not everywhere is safe in the UK. And so when you're going to visit another country, you just have to be very wary. And I was very young at the time as well, so you just have to be very wary and have your wits about you and things like that. But Keegan, if that's your dream, to one day come to a part of London, I'm sure it will happen for you. I'm sure of it.
Sam said, I thought these were lyrics. Pussycats read all the papers, seen the movies, and knows all the streets lead to somewhere, and the pavements are gold. It's by Adamant. Did you used to fancy Adamant in the 80s? And they Prince Charming, Prince Charming.
Well, look how we were just like in unison there.
We hadn't even practiced it.
No, just like, yeah.
The reason why they did that dance, they created that dance actually for Diana Dawes. And the reason being, she couldn't dance. She's in the video, but she can't dance. So the choreographer had to come up with something really simple for her to do. I think Adamant lives in Primrose Hill. He does. It's funny. I think he's lost all his hair now, so he wears a bandana. Charlie said, I'm going to Liverpool FC Stadium. Now, are you a Liverpool fan? I'm going to get a house and a housewife close to the stadium. Go on.
What did you just say?
He said, I'm going to get a house and to get a housewife close to the stadium.
You're going to get a housewife?
A house and a housewife.
Right. Well,
that's up to him.
I'm just saying, you best be working hard. That's all I can say.
Well, he'll become a Liverpool footballer, won't he? So he can
yeah. You would have to be.
I've seen Wembley Stadium since Keegan. It's really nice, actually. I've got to say, they've really done it up nicely. It's a really nice stadium. Keegan also said, I watched Paddington the movie. Is that the one with the Queen's in as well? The Queen's in one of them. You want to move to North London? Why North London, Keegan? Just out of interest. What is it because
a lot of people go to North London?
Yeah, I did. I actually, when I first moved to London, I lived in North London for years. I lived in Tottenham, and I lived in a few other areas.
What made you decide that you wanted to live in North London?
I'll tell you why. Because when I first came to London, I studied in North London.
Yeah, I know, but what made you choose that university?
Because I applied to 3 or 4 and I got into it.
Okay.
It's that with universities, you apply and then you get offers.
Yeah.
So you don't get a range of. So I think I applied to 4 universities. I got 3 of them. One was in London. One was in Chester. And I forget where the other one was.
Right.
So that was my.
So you wanted the one in London.
Well, I visited the one in Chester. It was a bit out of the way, and there was nothing going on. When I went to London, I thought, I just looked around, I was blown away. There was so much to do. And of course, I came from, as you know, the country where there's nothing to do.
Yeah.
So I thought, this is really good. I want to do this. Excuse me. Sam said, I've only been to Wembley Arena. I saw the Spanish riding school. It was amazing. Seeing the horses dance to music. My sister lived in Austria and trained with them. Oh, really?
Wow.
Do you know what? I've never seen the Spanish riding school. I know they have done Wembley Arena. Because you've got Wembley Stadium and Wembley Arena, which are two different things.
Yeah.
I've seen AC/DC play at Wembley Arena, which is great fun, and I've seen football at Wembley Stadium. But yeah, it's a really nice stadium. I've also gone to O2, obviously, for concerts as well.
I have never heard of, what is it, the Spanish horses?
These Spanish riding school.
Never even heard of that. Never. I have no clue. No, never heard of it. This is first time.
I've got an Adamant jacket. My sister used to take him and his daughter. Oh, you used to take Adamant, right? My God, Sam.
Wow.
And gave her a jacket and the other bits inside all the pockets.
Wow.
Sam said, and yes, I was Adamant's #1 fan. Still might be.
Nothing wrong with that. So one of the first concerts that I went, was the Smash Hits Pole Winners Party. right? So we're talking about years and years ago. But one of the memorable single concerts that I went to, which was probably my first concert, was New Kids on the Block. And
Keegan's got to go. Bye, Keegan.
bye,
Take care.
Keegan. Bye. And then the other one that I went to see Janet Jackson. But the one that I went, so my friend Eve, who comes on here every now and again, she absolutely loves Bryan Adams. Absolutely loves Bryan Adams. So for one of her birthdays, I bought tickets, and I bought them from eBay, by the way. So I ordered these tickets. I got these tickets. I did my due diligence and checked out. Anyway, I got these tickets. And so we had to go to Wembley Arena. Now, Evelyn was going, "Are you sure it's here?" And I was going, "Yeah." And I had just been for an interview that day, so I was all dressed up and everything else. I'd just been to an interview. My trousers were a little bit too tight, but luckily, but and I told them, I'm going to a concert later. Anyway, so I went there, and I was saying to Evelyn, "Yeah." She goes, "Where are they?" I goes, "I don't know. I got them from eBay." And anyway, so I went and we scanned in our tickets, and they told us where it was. It was really good seats. It was in Wembley Arena. And when we got there, Evelyn was going, I was panicking because when you said you got them on eBay, I thought they were going to be fake and everything else. Anyway, she absolutely loved it. I didn't think I was going to love it as much. I became a fan that instant. Now, Bryan Adams has been out for years, but I went to see his concert. It was amazing. It was so good. And when he did all the songs, I forgot how many songs that I actually knew that were Bryan Adams, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. And then we've been to like 3 or 4 concerts since. He's brilliant. Loved it.
There's a lot of artists actually like that. When you think, I don't know any of their songs, but when you actually listen to it, I thought, oh, I didn't realise that was yours. Oh, I forgot about this one. Adam Man, all I can think is Stand and Deliver.
Yeah.
Goody Two Shoes. Yeah, Goody Two Shoes and Prince Charming. Yeah, that's the ones I always think about.
Yeah.
Where are we? Keegan's had to go. Oh, Sam said the Spanish school. Oh, Adam and the Ants was so good live. The Spanish school of riding is called, Kelly, the Horses Dance.
Wow.
The Spanish riding school is an Austrian institution dedicated to the preservation of classical dressage and the training of Litzania horses. I don't know if that's correct. Based in Vienna, Austria. Oh wow! This is the thing actually, because Britain always does well in dressage in the Olympics, but I didn't know. I don't know much about them. I have heard of the Spanish riding school, but I don't know much about them. I've got to be honest. I've only seen, like you say, it probably is at the time. I have seen adverts for it around the tube that it was on in Wembley Arena. But yeah.
Never heard of it.
Yeah. But you're not into dressage, are you?
No, but even to see an advert or something, there's lots of things I'm not interested in. But I always see an advert for something. But never.
No, not heard. But I think that's brilliant. You're a fan of Adam Ant. I think that's brilliant. Yeah. So you never know, if you're in London, in Primrose Hill, sometime you might see him. He's I did think, actually, I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure Adam and the Ants toured again quite relatively recently.
Yeah.
I say recently, in the last about a few years ago.
Yeah, perhaps was it after 2020 or prior?
No, just after, probably prior to. It's a few years ago, but they did tour.
Because I remember seeing, it might be after that. I think it might even have been 2021 or 2022, because I feel like he was on the TV quite a bit.
Yeah, he was on for a bit. Sam said, my sisters used to call me a savage because I refused to use a saddle to do dressage. I was going to say, that's quite you need, talking to horses, you do need an ex-girlfriend of mine many years ago. She used to do horse riding a lot, and she said you really need to have your leg muscles have to be so strong to get the grip.
Bet they do.
Because to control a horse, you're using your inner thighs really to control the horse. Alan looks amazing and is touring still.
I imagine that. Yeah, I imagine that he does. I imagine like a lot of people as well from the 80s are now resurfacing.
Yeah.
Because obviously the people are older now and they have that nostalgia, and things like that. So a lot of people are resurfacing, and a lot of people are going to see their concerts and stuff like that for sure.
There you go.
Yeah.
So guys, we've just gone 8, so I think we will leave it there for today. But thank you so much for joining, and so much at short, well, very, very short notice. Like I said, we weren't going to do the live. The only reason we were able to do it is because Kelly's plans were cancelled. So we were able to spend it with you, which is our favourite thing to do.
And thank you for joining us, even though it was last minute, because you could have all had plans, but you decided to spend it with us.
And we really do appreciate that as well, because we don't like to mess you around. So
No.
apologies that we were able to do that. Oh, Simon Le Bon is cute too, but Adam is better.
So many people loved Duran Duran when I was, when I was younger. Duran Duran and but I had one friend and she totally loved Pet Shop Boys. She loved the Pet Shop Boys. It's just what we.
A woman I used to work with went to see Duran Duran not so long ago, well, a few years ago, and she said. She said he's a terrible singer live. I said, really? She said, no, I'm even a fan, but he's a terrible singer live.
Yeah.
That's Simon Le Bon, not Adam Ant. Her opinion, but but Simon, he has put on a bit of weight, but but they are still cool.
I like to think people like Nick Kershaw.
White boys. Anyway, that aside, we will, like I said, thank you so much. It was lovely to see you all as well. Thank you so much for joining us. That is it for Mark and Kelly's Trips, Tips and Things for today. But we will be back Friday, 6:30 UK time, as we normally do. Oh, Keegan's back! 562 videos on your YouTube channel.
Wow.
Well done.
Yeah.
Oh, they had a cool album around Halloween. I didn't even know they were still producing albums. There you are. So anyway, thank you guys. Thank you, Sencop. Thank you everybody that's joined in today. As always, we love spending time with you. Thank you so much for your messages.
Thank you for spending it with us.
Yes. Have a fantastic week. Do look after yourselves. Do take care. And remember, you're never too old to have fun. We will see you on Friday. Have a wonderful week, guys. Look after yourselves. And we'll see you then. Bye for now.
Bye for now. And don't forget to melt my cheese. Bye.